dad is 90. I'm terrified of losing him because I don't want to be left alone with my mom. I'm completely paralyzed thinking about how to manage her because she has schizophrenia.
My mom showed early signs of dementia in 2008. So her condition, at this point in time, she is quieter. She is more reserved. She used to be very jovial. She used to be very chatty. With dementia, I feel the old memories are the last to go.
Mak, makan ubat. Makan ubat. Mak, mari kita pergi Changi Beach. Cuaca bagus. Nak, kita pergi makan nasi lemak. Kita pakai tudung. Tudung ni senang, Mak. Orang suka pakai ni tudung. Tak payah pakai pin, tak payah pakai apa. Instant je. Nampak? Walah, cantik je. Mak, siapa yang cantik ni? Mak kau.
Usually every Sunday, I would try to bring her out. If not to Changi, then probably somewhere nearby. My weekends are usually with my mother. Alhamdulillah.
Nak makan apa? Orang beli nasi lemak otak-otak, okey? Boleh ya? Sedap angin
When I bring her to the beach, she will start talking. Usually I will initiate this kind of conversations.
Mak, orang punya umur sekarang berapa?
Entah.
Ha? Entah. Baby dah besar dah. Mak nak tengok orang kahwin tak?
Tengok.
Nak.
Dapat jodoh.
Jodoh yang?
Baik.
Amin. Yang boleh jaga mak sekali kan? Boleh sayang mak macam mak sendiri kan?
My marriage ended in 2022, and from then I wasn't in any serious relationships.
And then the marriage was?
In 2021, when we live under one roof and we have a mother-in-law who's having dementia, it was really challenging. Then the time that I managed between being present for my mom and being present for my wife, so I decided to call off my marriage. I do hope I can start a family of my own someday. I'm open to having friends, colleagues introducing me to new friends. But there are a lot of factors that I actually will have to consider.
For the first 4 months, Benedict was in the hospital. He had several infections and he had a lot of tube attached to him. I feel very heartbroken and very, very sad. And why him? After Benedict discharged, returned home, I wanted to give all my time to Benedict. I want to understand him, his condition. I want to know everything of him. I found that he is the only case in Asia Pacific. He cannot breathe on his own. He cannot eat on his own. He cannot see.
As soon as he came back home, Mommy quickly introduced me to Benedict and told me why he has all these machines. It's because he is born with a rare disease that only a few people have.
The boys are very lovely. They never afraid of seeing Benedict attached to the ventilator. They immediately come and pat him, say, "Benedict, welcome back home." Yeah. I just want to normalize and live with Benedict's condition and 3 of them. I provide them whatever I can. We just make everything like normal. When the 2 older brothers playing with him, he can smile. But after a while, when Benedict getting older, then Bernard and Brandon keep asking me like, why did he cannot talk? I feel like Benedict doesn't have much response and it's not fun anymore. Benedict, we finish your dinner. Finish. When Benedict was 2 years old, he started to go to the Rainbow Center. In the second year, the Rainbow Center, teacher asked me whether I want to consider to transfer him to other school. They refer me the CPAS. The teacher told me that actually CPAS have this unit called the assistive technology department. They have the devices can help Benedict communicate with us. I hope he will be able to communicate and tell me what he wants.
How is everything? Okay?
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I was about 8 years old when my mom started displaying some of these symptoms of mental illness, and we didn't know what that was. I remember just being punished a lot growing up. Let me give you some examples, okay? I was late in coming home. I missed bus. So my mom, being the paranoid person that she was becoming, started spanking me and then made me kneel outside the house, still in my school uniform. It was quite a horrific and traumatic experience to see my mom displaying such anger, and it was quite a lot of verbal abuse. I can only wait for my father to come home. He would be my only source of safety, I guess. So my dad couldn't go out with his friends. After work, he would also have to come home at a specific time. Otherwise, he would also face hell. So I realized, hey, I'm not alone in this. I thought that was normal, but apparently not. That's what led me to seek therapy in 2018. During therapy, I started to see that my mom's illness is not her. It is not her fault that she behaves this way. But understanding is one thing, forgiveness is another. There are days when I think she wasn't that great a mom, then why must I be such a super caregiver? For what? Does she really deserve it? She wasn't that great a mom, then why must I be such a super caregiver? Does she really deserve it? I've caught myself asking these very awful questions. But then understanding mental health and somewhat advocating for it, I also think, who better to look after her than me? She only has us. Oh. Okay. Cannot. Okay lah, based on my tears, then clearly I love her lor. Right? But it's very hard to admit. This interview makes me confront a lot of emotions that I've chosen to avoid.
Stacey, do you love your mom?
Yes. Yes, I love my mom.
Every Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, I will bring Benedict to the CPAS school. I have to rent a car to bring him to school. Say, maybe a lot of saliva is it?
No.
They have this device, eye gaze, asked me whether I want to try or not. Then I told them, actually the diagnosis show that Benedict cannot see, but no harm to try. Then we try on him. And everyone, all the teachers very short and see Benedict actually perform very well in using the eye gaze.
Let's start. Go.
Eye gaze is able to track his eye movement.
Let's make more squares, more squares.
Our goal is to make sure he keep open his eyes, feel the cause and effect. Like when he open his eye, then there is music come out. So when he move his eyeball, actually he can aim the target, break the glasses or slash the foot. Eventually, if he consistently can have a stable eye movement, then we will guide him how to use the letter, teach him all the alphabet, and then teach him how to form the word, the sentence, to like really communicate with us.
Okay, the bottle game, okay? Go, go, go. Wow, good job. Very good, Ben. Sama. Good, Rocky. Go, go, Ben. Yeah.
You do one, okay? Oh, okay. Benedict starting to use eye gaze in December 2024. After a while, he falls sick again, and then we found that he actually has very bad eye infection. The doctor said we to stitch his eye. I say, no, cannot, I don't want, because his eye actually very big, very cute, and he actually got nothing already. The eye specialist say that if we don't stitch his eye, if the infection get bad, they actually need to remove his eyeball.
Hi, Coco. Okay, Dr. Sim actually asked you.
Today, I do my advanced care planning with the cardio team at National Heart Center.
Let's say when you have no mental capacity and your health is deteriorating, if your heartbeat stops, do you want the doctor to resuscitate you?
Yeah, at least one time. I have a heart condition that is functioning at 35%, and anytime my heart can stop.
Then do you have anyone in mind who will be your spokesperson?
My elder sister, I already did the lasting power attorney.
So you let her know what we have discussed today.
You follow me, yeah? So for the past 3 years, since he stroked in November 2022, Carl had not went out on his own. Now I want to train him how to go out on his own. We are going early in the morning when it's off-peak period. We are going to the market. Okay, nobody. Okay, follow, slowly. The reason that I'm training him to be more independent is that my own health is deteriorating and I'm not able to go out so often. School zone, be careful. Slowly, Bicycle coming. Okay, going up the hump already. Maybe slowly, Okay, in front all the car coming into the school, wait, Okay, wait first, got student. Okay, baby, follow. This training is to help him identify the pathway that we can go to the coffee shop in front. And then where are the pathway that's accessible for wheelchair and which are the pathway that's not so accessible. So he have to avoid them. Okay, now you can enjoy. I am very extrovert. He's a very quiet type. And for me, I'm attracted to the introvert because very easy to disturb.
She attractive to me. She has the kind of face that everybody wants to approach her. And that is very sexy to me.
After both of us start having health conditions, we learn how to age gracefully together, even in wheelchair. I say it's like the wedding vow in sickness and in health. In fact, there are people who say, why will you choose a guy who has mental health condition?
Benedict started to use the eye gaze in year-end 2024. I hope he will be able to communicate with us through the eye gaze. But the eye infection started early 2025. The worst case is they will remove his eyeball. And I really scared. So the doctor had to stitch half his eyelid to protect his eyes. And he's required to put the eye drop every hourly. So like every hourly, around the clock, I need to give the eye drop. Even midnight, every hour, I wake up and then put the eye drop. We stopped the eye gaze training. We focus on the recovery. He resumed to use eye gaze in September 2025. But after that, the progress is not very good. Benedict doesn't want to open his eyes in the school. So I want the eye gaze at home. Time for eye gaze. Open your eyes. We try on him, then immediately he can perform very, very well. Benedict, will we help you? The two older brothers felt that the devices are very interesting. Then they also come over beside him to play the game together. And then I feel like, oh, actually it's also a very good way for them to interact again closely. Oh, Coco, choose for you.
Today, you will go first. I'll be behind you. He's now under training to get a bigger PMA. That is an e-scooter. With an e-scooter, when he comes to the market, he can buy a lot of things and he can put in front in the basket. But before my husband can get his license to operate a scooter, he needs to get the mental health assessment by his psychiatrist. I learned about his mental condition, schizophrenia. In fact, the first day when I met him, he told me that he cannot have a girlfriend because of his mental condition. He said that mental patient doesn't get married. I do not agree with that. He is on medication and under control. Without the medication, he will end up or have relapse. And the relapse can be quite bad. He will easily fall into a wreck and he will start punching things in the house or kicking doors. Definitely there was a period of my life when everybody around me was telling me, "Aya, you should divorce your husband. Yeah, you can have a better life without him." But there's one thing I realized about my husband is that all the while he just loved me for who I am. I'm very thankful that about a month ago, his diagnosis from his doctor was his schizophrenia is in remission. And in fact, the doctor was able to give him a letter to go and train for a medical device or e-scooter.
Mom has these checkups at IMH to see her doctor and get her medication. With dad's health deteriorating, it's become my responsibility to take her for these checkups twice a year. So my mom's condition has actually been very well managed since her discharge in 1998 from IMH. In the past, visits to IMH used to be really utilitarian. I would bring her there, make sure she goes through her process, get her medications, and then hop back into a car and go straight home. But now, there is lunch. What you want to eat? From the kway chap store? Yeah. Okay. We get to unpack how we feel and spend a little bit more quality time together. It's like really forming a brand new friendship with my mom that we never had. I got you your intestine and the pork belly. You want the tau pork? In the past month or so, since I had that breakthrough during the interview.
Do you love your mom?
Yes, I love my mom. My relationship with my mom has turned around like a 180. I'm more tolerant, more patient, and I think she feels it that I've changed somehow. Can you remember anything about my childhood?
I was also like a child.
What do you remember about me when I used to come back from school.
Happy. Very happy because you managed to get to the convent school.
You know, when I used to come back late from school, can remember anything you used to do or not?
I used to remember, but after that cannot already.
Cannot remember?
I was worried more or less getting molested and all that at that age.
Actually, I'm grateful that she doesn't remember, because if I were her and I remember these things that I've done, I also wouldn't know how to heal myself.
Hey, hello,
How are
hello.
you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too always.
How have you been?
Good. How have you been?
I'm good.
I'm meeting Trisha today. She's a close friend of mine. I'm pretty much caught up with my caregiving and work. But I feel that I need to make time for myself, and I think I'm also exploring the possibility of meeting new people. So I just wanted to hear her inputs about it.
Actually, since I met you, you've not indicated like any kind of interest in relationships or anything like that.
It's just not the top of my priority for now, I'd say. Yeah.
What would you be looking for if you got into a relationship?
I think one of the things would be definitely understanding me as a caregiver.
If someone comes along and maybe they're a caregiver themselves, so they understand what you're going through, they understand the sacrifices that you have to make.
Another caregiver would understand what I'm going through. But at the same time, she has her own commitments, right?
Are you actually open?
I am.
So I suppose the first step would be to see if any of our friends have single friends who they think that you would get along with.
Sure, why not?
Great, I'm glad you're open to it.
Today I'm bringing the kids to the bird paradise. Usually I will bring Benedict's ventilator, a suction machine, power oximeter, and 2 oxygen cylinder.
If you're quite sick, the doctor says 50% chance to live.
Just let me go.
You don't want to live. How can anyone feel so ready to die? It hurts a bit because I'm now realizing that I love her.